guys? It's ToPro or Adam, and recently I was going over the comments of one of my previous top 10 zombies videos, and I came across a comment by Woogie HD asking if I can make a video going over 5 weapons that I want to see come back in the BO4 zombies, so that's exactly what we're doing here today. Since BO4 Zombies now has 2 different storylines, of course we have the new Chaos story, and then we have the OG storyline, the chances of seeing a ton of guns come back is very unlikely, but I still do believe we will see a couple, and the guns I have on today's list I think have the best chance of returning in BO4 Zombies. Since I haven't done a top 5 in a long time, let's go ahead and set a like goal of just 1,000 likes. Of course, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that sub button. If you are subbed, go ahead and turn on notifications. And besides that, let's go ahead and jump into the first weapon that I think has a really good chance of coming back to us in BO4 Zombies. Starting things off here in the number 5 spot, I actually have 2 weapons here, and that is the ray gun and the ray gun Mark II. Now, I want to start with talking about the ray gun because the ray gun is hands down the most iconic gun in COD Zombies. When you think of, zombies and one weapon, of course the ray gun comes to mind, and then we'll talk a little bit about the Mark II afterwards. To be completely honest with you guys, I would not mind if Treyarch moved on from the ray gun, just because the ray gun's been in every COD Zombies mode so far, and it would be nice for some kind of new weapon. Now, I'm assuming in the Chaos storyline we're gonna have all new weapons or wonder weapons, which is really exciting, but in the OG storyline, so 5 and of course Blood of the Dead, we are going to see the ray gun come back for sure because it's so iconic and they have to bring it back. And if they do bring it back, they have to make it better than it was in a BO3. In BO3 Zombies, the ray gun was a disgrace. It was really, really bad. It was like unusable. So in BO4, they better make the ray gun worth it. As for the Mark II, mark my words guys, it is going to be in a BO4 Zombies like 100%. Why? Because it was in Chronicles, and they've already spent, over a year working on BO4 when Chronicles dropped. And of course, Chronicles has a, new ray gun Mark II model and it's remastered, so why not use that in BO4? We saw in the trailer how the Brecci looked the exact same, so we're definitely gonna see the Mark II on Mob, because it was originally on Mob, and might as well just throw it on Classified as well. So I believe that the ray gun and the ray gun Mark II will come back in BO4. In the number 4 spot, we have one gun that I'm sure a lot of you probably don't want to come back, but there's a very high chance that this wonder weapon is coming back in BO4 Zombies, and that is the Winter's Howl. I know, guys, the Winter's Howl sucks in BO1 Zombies. It's one of the worst and most despised wonder weapons in all of COD Zombies, so why would it come back? Since Treyarch is remastering or reworking 5, we don't know yet. We don't have a lot of information about this map, but since Mob is kind of renamed now and it's called Blood of the Dead, and that map is 35% bigger than the original Mob map, the rename of 5 to Classified makes me believe that this is going to be a bigger map or a changed map, because if you think about it, 5 is a pretty small map. It's just, 3 levels, so it wouldn't surprise me if they made this map bigger, but it's still going to be 5. And the wonder weapon that was on that map was the Winter's Howl. Now, if they do bring it back, which they most likely will, they have to make some massive changes to this gun. Plain and simple, the Winter's Howl is almost as bad as the Darkest Shore, and that is saying something. So the Winter's Howl needs to be buffed big time. It needs to be a wonder weapon that is worth using. In BO1, mid-20s, the thing was almost useless. make this wonder weapon a gun we actually want to use. So in the number 3 spot, we have a weapon that I'm sure a lot of you knew was going to be on today's list, and of course that's the Blundergat. And the Blundergat is an awesome gun on Mob the Dead. It is an amazing wonder weapon. Now, since Mob the Dead, or sorry, Blood of the Dead is going to be a different map. It's still similar. It's still the mob we know and love, but bigger and, you know, just it's being expanded upon. I think that the wonder weapon is going to be different as well. So here is how I think things will go down with the Blundergat on Mob or Blood of the Dead. So I think we're going to have the Blundergat, we're going to have the Sweeper, which is just the pad version of the Blundergat. Then we're going to have the Acid Gat, and of course the Vitrolic Withering, which is the pad version of the Acid Gat. But I think once, you know, that's done, it wouldn't surprise me if there are kind of like these separate quests to have a different version of the Vitrolic Withering. So imagine instead of acid, we might have, you know, a magma version or a quicksand version, or I have no idea, but just different versions of that gun, because, you know, we all love these elemental weapons. Why not throw that in on a map like Blood of the Dead, which is probably going to be one of the best maps within BO4. On today's list, I wanted to have one gun that was kind of a shot in the dark, something that has really no reason to come back, but I wanted to throw on the list anyways, and that one weapon is the Apothecon Servant. Why? You know what? I don't know. I think the Apothecon Servant is a great weapon for new players or noobs at zombies. That makes you, you know, stay alive a lot longer. So why not have that gun come back? Maybe not as overpowered as it was in BO3 or as OP as it was on Revelations, but I wouldn't mind seeing this gun come back on 1 or 2 maps. Finishing off our list here in the number 1 spot, I don't have a specific wonder weapon in mind, but one thing that I want to see at least once, if not more than once, is a set of 4 wonder weapons. Now, Wookie HD, the guy who actually inspired me to make this video, he had this on his list, and I couldn't agree more. Having a set of 4 elemental weapons is one of the best things that has ever happened in zombies. If you look at 2 of the best maps in COD Zombies, you have Origins and you have Dryzen Draka, which both those maps have 4 different elemental weapons. And the thing that makes these guns so awesome, or these weapons so awesome, is variety. You don't always have to use the exact same wonder weapon every single game. It allows you to change things up, and that really adds a ton of replay value to those zombie maps. One last thing before we end the video is getting old weapons back is always so exciting, just because, you know, we have so much nostalgia with some of these guns we used back in BO1, BO2, and heck, even BO3. But with this new storyline, we have an entirely new weapon set, which is exciting. Things we have never seen before, and that is why I'm so hyped for BO4 Zombies. And of course, we'll still have our old stuff on Mob and Classified, but the Chaos storyline is going to be amazing. Besides that, guys, just a video, drop a like, subscribe for more Zombies content, and like always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.